Yo, 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 it's your boy G Money in the building. I'm hosting this week. Give me that beat.
Drawing the keys on this shit now.
What's up, everybody? Round of applause. Welcome to the ManCave Sports Podcast. I'm your host. Find me at Twitter at G Money Caveman. See my boy right here, Jay. Tell him where he finds you. Blue check for me.
Blue check for G Money over there, man. Y'all can find me at Jae Jones on all social media platforms. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, that's IG, and that's TikTok. Holla at us, holla at me.
Yes, sir. You can find us on YouTube at 613 Faye Productions, the ManCave Sports Podcast, under Apple, Spotify, Google. We are all over the world, globally, internationally, on the internet, World Wide Web, whatever you want to call it. We are up in the cloud. We're everywhere. Check us out. We've got Facebook group, The ManCave Sports Podcast, linked in the YouTube, linked everywhere on link trees. Check us out. You can find us. We're going to talk our talk sports. That's what we do. Anything and everything. That's what we talk about.
Yes, sir.
How was your week? How was your week, Jay?
Hey man, my week it was cool. It went by pretty quick. I can't lie, man. It was cool. It was fun. Busy, but it was cool, man. But I know it wasn't as good as your week.
Oh.
That's why I just knew you was gonna come on here like super hype, have the helmet and shit on. I just knew you was gonna do the podcast in the full like pads and jersey and some more shit, man. I just knew you was gonna come on here live.
I'm refraining. You know, I went in last week's weekend. I was actually real calm and collective coming in the game. Like I wasn't too amped. I was just like, you know what? I was just calm, poised. I was confident though. I was real confident. Yeah. I knew don't nobody go 8-0 against us motherfucking Cowboys. That's what I'm talking about, Cowboys. Nobody goes 8-0 against us.
Oh shit.
Nobody, not even the GOAT.
No bullshit, man. But yeah, man. That's the energy I've been looking for. That's what I'm talking about right there, G. That's what I'm talking about. Bring that energy, man.
Hey, I got to keep a little calm and collective over here. We got baby sleeping next to me. You know, I got whole house is sick, taking care of babies, podcasting same damn time. What we got to do sometimes, you know.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. Hey, well, I'm praying everybody feels better, man. Gets better, quick, fast, man, and able to get back to their feet, man. Because
I appreciate it.
Ain't nothing like taking care of a household full of sick loved ones, man.
Hey, amen to that. Hey, but you ask every wife in the country who's the worst person to be sick. You know who they say, right? It's us. It's the guys. They say we the weakest.
Hey man, no bullshit, man. Just a little cold, man. You eat that whining and complaining and some more shit.
I just need to lay in bed. Just let me lay in bed. I'll be okay, you know?
Yeah. Just let me, that's all I need, man. So damn, that's
a bunch of OJ, I be getting all hocked up on OJ. I be nasal swabbing shit. I be all about that preventative stuff, man.
I just run with tea, man. Just run with some tea. And run with some Theraflu, like the cough syrup or the flu. You know what I'm saying? Flu syrup, and man.
Use a tea guy when it comes to the cold stuff.
I'm a tea guy, period, man. Like I fuck with the tea, but I try to drink the tea, man, and put some lemon, some some stuff in there. Help me get through it, man. So,
we off topic here, but let's
we on a man cave talking about drinking tea.
I'm gonna throw something else. What's the wildest concoction or home remedy you've done that you want to speak about on the air right now?
I don't shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't. I don't really get sick that much, so I don't really
Oh, okay,
come
okay.
with a lot of concoctions.
So that tea is the preventative stuff you'd be doing this.
Yeah, man. I be trying to, I try to, yeah. Like I got sick this year, so but I just kept it like basic. I didn't do too much because I was still trying to function in a regular life. I was still going to work and things like that. So I wasn't trying to mix and mingle with too much. So I kept it simple this time. But
Okay.
I've heard like a few, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
So
Hey, I'm all, if I'm sick, I will try anything and everything. I will get down some apple cider vinegar, honey. Give me that. I'll gulp that shit down.
the cayenne pepper and all that shit with the
I try it. I put a vapor rub all in all on the bottom of my feet the whole time. Just slap that joint on overnight. Whole feet just smell like vapor rub next morning. I gotta throw them
oh,
socks away. Anything and everything. I'm trying to get fucking back to health. That's my number one goal.
I mean, I've done like Jack Honey with some cough drops and some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or some shit,
Okay.
Jack Honey and some tea with some cough drops. Something not too crazy, but just enough.
All right. Well, hey, let's move on to some news this past week and stuff. Not all good news, not all happy news. We got Georgia Bulldog player Devin Willock, and staffer Chandler LaCroix got after the parade, they end up dying in a car crash. It's reported that basically they were going too fast over the speed limit. That's what they're coming down to. Speed limit was 40 miles per hour. They were going well above that, they said, and it was a tragic accident. I was reading about it, and
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to read more about it,
Very,
look it up.
yeah,
It's
it was
definitely tragic.
very tragic, very graphic. From what I was reading, I'll let those who want to read about it. I won't speak too much, go into the graphic details. But yeah, it was definitely sad, man. They were coming, it was hours after they had celebrated the national championship parade, and it's just sad, man. You hate to hear young people or anybody losing their life, let alone young people who are just getting started. you know um Devin was getting ready to be in a position to possibly start next year because Georgia's losing two offensive linemen to the NFL draft, so he was going to be in a position to be the permanent starter this year or have the opportunity to compete. And unfortunately, he lost his life. So I just send my prayers and condolences to both families. It was definitely waking up Sunday morning, going on to social media, it was definitely a heartbreaking thing to read. So definitely sending my thoughts and prayers to them, to
Hey,
both
one lesson
families.
for everybody out there: wear your seatbelts. The
Yeah.
other two survivors, they wore seatbelts in the crash, and they came. I mean, they didn't come off not bruised, but they're still alive. So
Well, and one of them was another offensive
the
lineman for
captain,
Georgia. Yeah.
yeah, captain.
And he
Yeah,
actually did come out. I mean, he had minor injuries. The other young lady, I think she's still in critical condition from what I read. But I mean, just for even them two to make it out alive, the way that this crash happened is a
yeah.
blessing, man. But yeah, G, like you said, the seatbelt, not having the seatbelt on was very vital. I even believe that they said that Devin was launched from the car.
Yep.
And if y'all don't know, Devin is 6'7", 335 pounds. So if he got launched, you know,
That's bad action.
means they were going pretty fast. So yeah, man,
Keeping
unfortunate, man.
along with the somber news, the not good news out here. We got another incident. Player here, Alabama basketball player Darius Miles is charged with murder. He ends up he's pleading well he's not pleading guilty, but he's admitting that he supplied the gun to another friend of his who ended up shooting a young lady in another car. And the only reason they're getting shot at is because from what we're hearing about is she just turned him down type thing. She has a kid that's 5 years old
Yeah,
now, and it's terrible.
yeah. Like you said, G, it's unfortunate, man. That lives were ruined because of an emotional decision. One of the suspects was shot. I was reading the young lady. It was a guy that was with her in the car. He returned fire and hit one of the other suspects. But yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. This story hits a little closer because both of these gentlemen were from the area where we podcast. They're from, one's from DC, one's from Charles County, Maryland. And it's just it's fucking heartbreaking, man. I think I seen a clip where I believe her name is Jamea Harris.
Yep.
She, her is Jones. You said Jamea is Jamea Harris, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think her mom was just like, man, I lost my daughter because she wouldn't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just heartbreaking, man. It's just heartbreaking. And Miles, Darius Miles, he was really good basketball player coming from the area. Just bad, man. Just hug your kids, man, and just try to teach them life lessons, man, because that's what
Yep.
it boils down to. And even though he didn't pull the trigger, he supplied the weapon that did. So
Yeah, I know Coach came out, he said that he actually talked to Ray Lewis a little bit
yeah.
because Ray Lewis was in a similar situation in college days, so
Well, I was gonna say,
somebody you
go
want to
talk to
talk
somebody.
to, he might
Yeah,
be the guy. He might have some
yeah,
inside information. He said they prayed together and stuff like that. Maybe Darius Miles need to talk to him a little more, not Coach. I don't know, but
yeah,
either way,
yeah,
it's
man.
a terrible situation all around.
Terrible, man. And Darius Miles, he was just put on injury reserve for ankle injury, so he was out for the rest of the year. So he wasn't playing. So just just truly sad, man. Just truly sad. Alabama, they ended up having a game, I think Tuesday night after all this went down. They end up winning. Alabama is ranked fourth in the nation right now. They ended up beating Vanderbilt the next day. I'm sorry, beating Vanderbilt on Tuesday, 78-66. And Coach was talking about it, and he was just like, they're still trying to get over it. Like you said, G, they got some scriptures and things from Ray Lewis, and they've been praying on it. And basketball helps them get away from it. So it's just unfortunate, man. Truly unfortunate.
Oh yeah. All right, moving on, moving on. Let's talk real sports, real live sports stuff now.
Talk to me.
Australian Open, Aussie Open, right?
Hey.
I don't even want to give my terrible accent impersonation out here.
Try it one time.
crikey, man, crikey. It's crikey out here, Governor. But
Hey, there you go.
hey,
There you go.
but we got some actually big news going down in the Australian. Rafael Nadal, number one seed in the tournament, he goes down in the second round.
Bounced.
Straight sets. He's got an injury hampering him, they say that, but
Yeah.
lost to Mackenzie McDonald 6-4, 6-4, 7-5. That's straight sets.
Straight.
So that's big. That's big news. Hey,
You gotta.
our boy Nick
Kyrgios
Kyrgios
pulled out, man.
pulled out before the tournament even started.
I was looking forward to him too, man.
I had him in a parlay, winning the tournament. Him, Coco Golf, and Cowboys. It was going to be a nice $20K payout for $7.
Damn.
No,
And he
I
pulled
ain't got
out.
that hope right now. So no Nick Kyrgios, no entertainment for us like that.
I know, man. Ever since you told me about him like earlier, well, last year, I've been trying to keep an eye on him, man, because you told me he's pretty entertaining. So when I saw it, I was like, God damn, man. I was looking forward to watching him.
Yep. That's his hometown too, Australia. So it would have been
Damn.
nice to see him out there. They got for anybody that be Netflix, they got a new Netflix series called Breakpoint. It's a little tennis series on all the up and comer young cats. And
Okay.
they had a little part with Kyrgios and another one of his people was over there in Aussie that actually just lost. Might butcher his name a little bit. I ain't gonna attempt his first name, but Kokonakis just
Okay.
lost to Andy Murray 5 sets.
Ooh.
5 hour and 45-minute match.
You said 5 hours?
5 hours and 45-minute match.
What was it? 5 sets?
It went 5 sets, yeah.
Damn.
Andy Murray came back and won. And Casper Rudd on that same draw down there, he's the number 2 seed. He lost as well. So this tournament is open wide up for people.
Yeah, because
I don't know who you got any people you like?
Nah, man. I'm just watching, man. I think what's my man's name? Joker. What's his name?
Djokovic?
Yeah, I think he's still in there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he fighting injury last one, but he won in 4 sets. So he's looking. I mean, the tournament's wide open for him right now because number 1 and number 2 seeds out.
Yeah.
I want to say he might be the 4 seed.
So I'm running with him and I'm running with Coco on the other side.
Okay.
So those are 2 I'm running with. You when you were talking about Nadal, he suffered the injury in like the second set somewhere, and it's his hip, and he looked completely limited. Like he couldn't do absolutely nothing. I mean, it just looked like he was just trying to get through it. But I was shocked. This dude, Mackenzie McDonald, is like ranked 65th or something like that. So I haven't got a chance to watch a bunch of it because the time zone.
The time zone, yeah. The only play every if you want to watch it live, it's going on like as we're podcasting right now, like 10 o'clock, 9:30 p.m. is the earliest matches get played, pretty much.
Yeah, I happen to catch Coco's her last match, but it was like the second set. It was like midway in the second set, and I seen Coco pull it off and get the W in advance. But she looks good. She definitely looks good. I was a little nervous to see if she could close it out because they went to the tiebreaker during the second set, and she went up like 2 or 3 points, 2 or 3 points, and she kind of like gave them back. But she was able to close it out. So but she looked pretty good, man. She looks real good, man. And I'm gonna try to catch her if I can, as much as I can, like you said, with these time zones. But those are 2 picks I'm going with, man. That's who I'm running with.
Yeah, she got a rough draw. If she wins the next match, she'll face the number 1 player, I want to say, in the draw. So Swiatek.
That's her name, Iggy. Yeah, I seen her,
so
man.
It's gonna be. She's got a tough draw there, but hey, if this is her tournament, it's her tournament. You got to be the number 1 seed at some point. So might as well get it done early and just ride easy all the way through. Number 2 seed down in the women's side too. So
yeah,
this Aussie Open is a lot of Grand Slam money to be had out there. Hey, we got to root for our boy Francis Tiafoe though too.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely rooting for him. Definitely rooting for him. Hell yeah, I'm definitely rooting for him. I'm glad you brought him up.
Yes,
definitely
sir.
rooting for him.
Somebody else you're rooting for here, your boy Jim Harbaugh. So what is it? What is it snickering? You don't like he's coming back?
No, I'm glad he's coming back. I'm glad he's coming back. I'm happy he's coming back. Of course, what is your plan B? So it's like, he's coming back. Blake Corum is coming back. So, JJ McCarthy's coming back. So he's got some players coming back, and we should be, top 5, but it's a lot of shit going on in the offseason right now for Michigan right now.
Yeah, that was one reason I didn't think he might not come back, because of all these allegations that are coming up.
So he's got Michigan has the NCAA investigating them on some what is it? It really wasn't that serious. It was serious, but it wasn't. But then it got even worse when they feel like Jim Harbaugh lied about the information, which they said now could be a level 2 violation, which could possibly come with up to a 6-game suspension. So that's one thing And then the offensive coordinators got like a police investigation on him as well. For some, it's not a lot of like details coming out about it so far, but it's like some type of tech crime or something like that he could possibly be involved in. So I mean, Michigan, yes, we're definitely happy to have Harbaugh back. Like, but it could be a shaky season for us with all the distractions going on in the off season. So, hopefully we can beat Ohio State again, and we can get a fucking bowl win this year.
Yeah,
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
that's
tough.
one thing he does not do well is win bowl games.
Well, thanks, G, for fucking reminding us. Yeah, we know we've been 0-6.
Yeah, they lost to TCU, right? Was that who they lost to?
Do we have to? Oh man, we lost to fucking TCU.
And
we lost
I
to
mean,
Georgia
TCU would have lost
year.
to TCU would have lost to Jackson State. Our Deuce, you said, So does that mean Michigan would have lost to Jackson State?
Man, Michigan be on bullshit sometimes, man. I don't know what happens with Jim in the bowl games, man. I don't know, but hopefully this gives him an opportunity to come back and win one. But he's got some challenges, and if he's suspended for 6 games, that's fucking damn near half the season. So I don't know, but hey, we got him back.
Yep. Hey, he's got a 74-25 record all time. So that's a good winning. That's a winning record.
Yeah.
It ain't no Kirby Smart, Nick Saban record, but it's a winning record.
It's a winning record. We're getting recruits. We're getting things going. And I guess since we on recruits, man, we got to mention Deion Sanders picking up the number 1 recruit cornerback that was planning to go to Miami. So,
no more of that. If you can see me in the dark, that's the right there.
Mr. Cormani McClain has officially declared that he is going to join the Colorado Buffaloes. So shout out to Coach Prime, and shout out to Mr. McClain, man. Ain't no better school to go to than, we I guess, can we call it CBU, cornerback U, Colorado?
Hey, yes, sir. That's what I was gonna say. We got Penn State as linebacker U. Colorado is the new CBU. He's got
CBU?
the 2 Travis Hunt and two best cornerbacks possibly in the nation.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Coach Prime, man. They're gonna be tough out there. So yeah, so he was planning to go to the U, and now he's going to Colorado. So shout out to him, man. Most definitely.
That is a fact right there. All right. Well, moving on. So there's a guy that plays basketball. He's pretty good at it. And he just broke the 38,000 point mark there. 38,000 points. If you don't know who we're talking about, it's Mr. LeBron James. He's 284 points away from being the sole record holder of the most NBA points ever in career all time.
He's been putting up numbers too. He's been putting up points.
Talk to us about him. Talk to us about him here.
I mean, ain't really much to be said. I mean, he had to get to this position to pass him. So he had to get to 38,000 points. But he's playing phenomenal. In year 20 right now, the last 10 games, I know he had, I don't know what he scored recently, but I know the Kings, he's dropped 32. He had 32, 8, and 9. The Rockets, he had 48, 8, and 9. Philly, he had 35, 8, and 10. The Mavs, he had 24, 16, and 9. The Kings, 37, 8, and 7. The Hawks, 25, 7, and 10. And then on his birthday against the Hawks, he had 47, 10, and 9. So, in year 20, at this, he's playing at a phenomenal level. He's putting up big numbers. His team ain't getting the wins, but but from an individual standpoint,
my numbers are gonna be right.
Yeah, his numbers. It's fucking phenomenal, man. Like,
he looks at them. He's like, "Look, I'm fucking good. I'm gonna show everybody I'm fucking good. And you know what? If y'all suck ass, whatever. But I'm gonna get mine."
Yeah, I'm good. They not. They suck over there. So,
Yeah.
but I just read, of course, the NBA is gonna try to broadcast all, as it gets closer and closer, they're gonna try to put them, Laker games on TV so we can see the record being broken. I was reading where they said that LeBron could possibly break the record around February 4th, 9th,
Yep.
around that
On
era.
those
I remember
games.
G, you was talking about getting tickets.
Yeah, it could have been the Pelicans. If he plays all the games up there, it's probably gonna be the Pelicans or Oklahoma City, and that's February 4th, February 7th. I feel.
Yeah, and then if then you got the Bucks February 9th, and then you got Golden State on February 11th on ABC.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, if I'm betting this, it's going down February 7th or February 9th. It's gonna be in those two games are in LA. And I mean, if you're gonna break it, why not break it in LA? Right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's what. And if anybody is able to make that decision, it's LeBron. He knows how many points he needs. He knows how many points he can get.
How his body feels. He knows all of that, man. So
Yep.
he's getting there, man. And shout out to LeBron, man. Shit. You think he can play? I mean, I know he's trying to wait for Bronny to get in the league, man, but I think Bronny's got another year or so.
Yeah, probably at least one more year. I want to say.
Yeah. So
he's gonna break this record about 100 games less than what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar took to break this. A little bit over 100 games less than what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did to score these points. So, hey, he did it his way. He got there, and he's getting the points out there.
Do you think anybody will break LeBron's record? I mean, we don't know what it's going to end at, but
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, like if you're looking at anybody in the NBA today, who would be, if you're throwing darts out here, pretty much that would last that long for one, because obviously you're playing 1,400 to 1,500 games career. That's a lot. That's a lot of games.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. I don't know. I mean, you throw out a name. I mean, you could probably say, I mean, Steph, maybe KD.
Like they're not even on this top 10 list right now.
I know.
So that means they're over 10,000 points away at minimum.
I mean, maybe. I was gonna say maybe somebody like Devin Booker or like Jason Tatum or Luka or somebody like that.
That's one person that I keep hearing is Luka, honestly. And he was saying if he plays 20 seasons at his rate, he would break the record if he play at this rate. But that's like, hey, he's playing at this rate. He's not getting hurt. He's not having injuries for a whole season type thing. And that, because I mean, I'll tell you, Luka early in his career is definitely putting up more points than LeBron at this stage in his career.
Yeah,
right?
But it's gonna come. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's gonna be the back end of his career, right? Because that's what it's gonna matter. Because LeBron is doing this at the back end of his career. So can Luka sustain this type of play in year 15, 16, 17? You know what I'm saying? That's where it's gonna happen at. That's why I try to say Jason Tatum, because he so far early in his career, he seems like he's gonna have pretty lengthy career. He doesn't take a lot of contact yet. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't suffered. Hopefully, he doesn't suffer any major injuries or anything like that. But shit. I mean, even somebody like Trae Young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. But I mean, this NBA now is offensively driven. So it's like, man, you could.
It's different.
It's different, man.
A little bit different. That's for sure. And the funny thing is, speaking about Luka too, somebody mentioned this to him, and he was like, "Man, I ain't trying to play when I get that old. I'm trying to be at my farm or some shit like that. He's like, I'm trying to be on my farm.
Yeah, man. He ain't so I mean, who at first you got to figure out who's gonna have a 20-year career and be this dominant within year 20, and then you got to go from there. But it's hard to figure that out right now. I mean, it's crazy that you say KD and Steph are not even like, you know, on the list.
Yeah, they're not even in the top 10 right now on the list. So that means they're over
crazy.
10,000 points away from sniffing that.
Woo. Yeah. Well, they've both dealt with a lot of injuries, especially recently. KD missing a month here, missing a month there, Steph missing some time. So yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. So I think have you looked up any All-Star stuff lately? NBA All-Star?
Yeah, the voting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring that up because NBA All-Star game is coming up February. We got a month to it,
Yeah, Super Bowl and All-Star weekend, baby.
Super Bowl and All-Star weekend. That's when our season 2 comes to an end for or season 2, right? Season 3?
Yeah. Season 2 comes to an end. Season 3 be reloaded.
Season 3 come up next. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I've looked at it. I'm interested. I'm looking at the guards in the West. I'm looking at. I think you had like Steph, Ja, and
Luka.
man,
SGA is number 4 right now.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves is number 9, and he's ahead of Darian Fox. What the fuck is going on out there, California?
Well,
come on.
Well,
how
that's
is
because
Austin Reeves out there.
Yeah, but this is how, because the fans account for 50% of the vote. Well, that's to decide the starters. So
disgusting fans. All of you fans that voted.
I mean, I didn't even see. Did I see this? Is Sabonis' name even in there for the front court? Like, I didn't even like.
Leads the league in rebounding. Not even on there.
It makes no sense. I was gonna say somebody from Sacramento. Both of them should be on there, man. Both of them should be all-stars this year. I mean, how many times have we said Sacramento is above 500? I mean, I know we're still a month away from the All-Star break, but I mean, even in this conversation, so for them to be over 500, and I think they're what, 3rd or 4th in the West, like
they're number 3 in the West
number
right
3.
now.
Yeah, so they deserve some love, man. Get them young fellas in there, man. I would like to see SGA in there, but I know because of their record, he probably won't get in there.
He's number 4 voting right now for the West. So
you think he'll get in as a reserve?
I think he does get in. He gets picked in because the season he's having, like the coaches, the players, whoever's making that final call, you got to give him some love for the type of season he's having for sure.
So Ja and SGA on the reserves, because I don't think they're gonna beat Luka and Steph.
Nope, not a chance. I don't think. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I'm sorry, Ja, you were just in the wrong division, my man. Like,
yeah,
tough luck out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's love. Who do you think will replace KD in the All-Star game?
Well,
who do you think he's gonna be available to play?
I doubt. He should be. He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be available to play by that time. Will he play for the All-Star game? I don't think if he's just coming back, there's no way you come back just for the All-Star game. Like, that's just not a good look. Not a good look, probably. So that means if he's not the top vote getter, that means it would be Giannis, and then they get to pick their teams, right?
Yeah.
So Giannis was on a podcast talking that top 5 international players, he picks his squad, US picks their 5 squad, and he's quoted as saying, "We beat them. We beat them."
Yeah.
Now, Giannis's team looked maybe a little bit different than what the All-Star voting might look like, kind of thing, where
a little different.
A little bit. There's definitely some people that are on the All-Star team But let's just keep it real here. We got Embiid for him. We got Joker. We got Giannis. We got Luka. And then, surprise, 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 we have Evan Fournier. Fournier, right? I'm saying that right?
Yeah, now you said it right.
Yeah, Evan Fournier. And if you don't know who he plays for, I think he still plays for the New York Knicks, right? You're wrong about that even.
Man, I thought he was. I don't know if he's with the Knicks. He might be. I think he still might be with the Knicks. I think he still might be with the Knicks. I haven't heard his name though. Hold on, we got smartphones, G. I'm gonna Google it.
He's a Frenchman.
I don't know if I don't want to knock Evan Fournier. I just was surprised that out of all the players that Giannis came up with, Evan Fournier was the 2 guard that he chose. But that was a little weird, man.
Let's talk about
the Knicks.
He is still with the Knicks. All right, hey, choo. I got that right.
Still with the Knicks.
So,
who would you gotta tell him? Who would I replace? I would either put. You could put. I mean, depends, right? You could put SGA in there. You could put Kyrie because he's Australia. I don't know what he chooses to go by, but
so Kyrie's not US.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he be embracing his Australian
that shit out. If you don't cut that out,
did we trade him? Did we trade him away?
Hey man, if you don't cut that Stephen A. mess out.
But
on Team USA ain't got a gold medal and everything.
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Did we trade him away?
I ain't traded him away.
I ain't traded him away. I know. So he be going back. Sometimes he be referencing his Australian side. So I know they mentioned him like when they be talking about international players. Sometimes they mention him, but I guess he, like Mike said, he rep the USA.
Australia
team.
Better get that shit up out of here. He one of us.
Yeah,
that man went to Duke.
Yeah, had a Nike deal and everything.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, as far as replacing them, I mean, you can go SGA. You could go. I'm surprised he didn't have Pascal Siakam in there.
That's another person he could have got up in there. But also,
I mean, at the 2,
that's where it becomes tricky because you got Bogdanovich, possibly Rudy Gobert, but you ain't putting them at the 2.
And they're not at the 2. I would have just put SGA at the 1 and move Luka to the 2, or figure you can put SGA at the 2 however you want. But I mean, you could have probably should. I mean, even with RJ Barrett, if you really wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
I just have one thing to say. Gary Payton THC strain is like one of the number 1 strands of marijuana in the United States. And Gary Payton played for the Bucks too, so I'm guessing that he was smoking that Gary Payton and probably made his way to Milwaukee. I don't know the rules in Wisconsin about weed in Wisconsin, but Giannis, you were smoking that pack. Evan Fournier wouldn't be on his own international team. If he was picking the team, he wouldn't pick.
I don't know what he thought about when he said Evan Fournier.
He could have put. We said Evan Fournier on the Knicks. He could have put RJ Barrett on the damn.
That's what I said. He could have went with RJ Barrett. I was like, Fournier. I was like, maybe he just cool with him, and I don't know. But
that team had absolutely no shooting.
None at all.
Speaking about shooting, though, let's talk about the U.S. team that he put together. He said it's at the point guard we got Steph. Again, another questionable shooting guard person here. I think Klay Thompson there he has. Then he has LeBron at the 3, KD at the 4, and then at the 5. Bam.
You can't pick you're not from us. You can't pick our team. Pick your bum ass.
You can't pick our team. Yeah, exactly.
Now, hey, I am surprised Giannis didn't pick all 3 of his brothers to be on this international team. I mean, he got them in the All-Star game activities. Why not put him on the international squad?
I mean, right? Exactly. Better than Evan Fournier.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. No bullshit, man.
Pick Evan Fournier. That's like picking. It's like picking It's like saying, "What's your all-time favorite quarterback?" You pick Danny Warfel or some shit. Like, what?
Yeah. Oh man, Giannis was on one on that shit, man. He was on. I don't know. That shit wild, man. But
Ice Peaks Evans Fourniers.
even for he must have been lit on that podcast with Serge, man. He must have been on one. But yeah, the Clay. I mean, I probably would have put Jason Tatum in there.
That's an easy call for me. I agree. I have to agree with you there, Jay. I go Jason Tatum. I go Bradley Beal, Devin Booker.
Yeah, you can go anyone. I was gonna go Devin Booker too. Yeah,
I like those guys a lot more. And the funny thing is, all those people, they're not the youngest cats on that team out there. Everybody's there over 30 years old. So he might have a point where the younger generation is about to take internationally wise over, but they haven't gotten there yet. I
was trying to think of a big man for the U.S. I know a lot of people were saying like Anthony Davis.
Right. I mean, he'd probably be hurt, so he couldn't play that
game. Shit, yeah. And I'm just like, damn, like the U.S. ain't really got no real like big man. And I think that's where their team has the advantage because they got all the height and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're slow. They slow. They ain't got too much shooting, like Mike said. So who do you think wins this match with Giannis picked teams?
I mean, if there's no way that those big guys stick with a quicker team of the US, I feel like. So I'd say US, if it's running gun, it's going to be US. But if it's
half-court game,
like close game, big man game, I mean, there's nobody stopping Embiid and Joker, but they're not hitting 3-pointers like Steph's going to knock down threes all night on them.
Shit, you know? Steph, KD,
Booker, KD.
Yeah.
Y'all sleeping on Clay. If Evan Fournier is the two guard of the other team, what the hell you think Klay Thompson going to do?
No, Clay's going to do his thing against Evan Fournier. I mean, Giannis picked him, so we all agree that both the two. I mean, I just would have, out of all the two guards, I'd have went with a different two guard. But Clay is going to definitely clamp Evan Fournier down and get buckets on Evan Fournier.
I think Giannis is doing it based on their primes, though. Because
me too.
That's the only reason why he put Clay on there. And if he is going by that prime, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather have a prime Clay than prime Devin Booker.
Yeah, prime Clay before his injury. Hell yeah, two-way, all day.
I mean, Evan Fournier wasn't going to shoot the ball anyway. He would make Evan Fournier not even be a factor if it was before the injury.
Evan Fournier setting.
So you'd be playing 4-on-5. I don't like Bam as the center either.
I don't like Bam either.
But hey,
he can't bang with none of them.
We ain't got many big men in the US. Whoa.
I mean, and maybe Embiid, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know any other center that, I mean, it's not a lot of centers that can bang with any of those guys. But I mean,
we find out in the All-Star game if Giannis
he'll slow him down.
This.
I think Bam is slow. I mean, Bam is a good defender. I'm not trying to like say that he's not good, but I mean, like even for KD, he would have to check Joker.
So nobody's scared of Joker. We scared of his brothers.
Oh yeah, his brother's about that life.
Yeah, we ain't scared of Joker.
His brother about his life. But I mean, I'm just saying.
And then Joker got to guard KD.
But yeah, that's true.
KD gonna bust he gonna bust him for 50.
Yeah, he gonna give him 50.
He gonna look like young Gary out there.
Easy money. Easy money.
Bang bang, hand down, man down.
And Giannis and LeBron. So
depends on what LeBron we talking. We talking Miami.
We're talking
LeBron.
prime LeBron, yeah. But yeah. So I mean, Giannis still ain't really. I mean, his jump shot got a little bit better, but but I'm with you, G. I feel like the USA still wins this, especially if they talking about it in its prime.
Yeah. Hey, like we said, we might see this if Giannis is the top voter getter in the East. He might be able to pick this international squad. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like when he
not Evan Fournier ass.
Well, yeah, Evan.
That's where he's going to be corrected. He's going to pick SGA. Shy.
But didn't Giannis pick he picked a team before that was, I felt like it was similar to this. I feel like he definitely had Embiid, but I think he had Steph on his team too.
Probably.
I feel like on that All-Star, because he had to pick the starters, and so. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's debatable.
Good talk. Good, right?
Debatable. Is he talking internationally? Over in the national game or over in the States game?
He could be playing. He could be talking that because that's a different game. It's a different game. So it's definitely a different game. Speaking about games, different game. Let's switch over to the football field, the gridiron. We had some big games. Super Wild Card Weekend. Super Wild Card Weekend lived up to its name, I would say. What you think about that, Jay?
Yeah, it was wild. It was definitely wild. It was wild as shit,
out of these
man.
games, which one was your favorite game to watch? Wildest one, whatever you want to say. Which one was your favorite game out of all of them? You can pick two if you like.
I mean, the fucking Jaguars game, man, like that shit was mind-boggling, bro. Like that shit's just bad coaching. It's no way 27 points down, 5 turnovers, you lose the game, bro. Like that just doesn't normally happen in the NFL, and it happened. Yeah. So I mean, I was just watching, and to be honest with you, when Jacksonville when the Chargers kicked the field goal after the fumbled punt, I felt like Jacksonville had a chance to come back. It was still early, and they were probably gonna make that run. And then, I mean, the Miami game was another game that was kind of like head scratching. Like, Skylar Thompson came in, third string quarterback, and they were down 17-0. And just all the like coaching issues with getting the plays in and all the penalties that Buffalo should have lost that game. To be honest with you, like if they don't have these issues getting plays in and having to fucking burn timeouts, it's possibly a chance that Buffalo is sitting home.
That was absolutely ridiculous. You're fourth and one, less than a yard, and you cannot get a play in to get called there. When it comes down to it, this is your final drive at that.
But did you hear his excuse or his reasoning? He said somebody told him, or he got bad information that they didn't realize what down it was. They thought it was third down. So they put the third down personnel in, and then they realized it was fourth down. And that's why everybody was coming out of the game. That's why they were scrambling at the last minute.
If that's your excuse, that's even worse than fucking coaching. Like, how do you not know what down it is? You watching football game, you are watching your team hopefully play the football game, and you realize there's somebody across the field that holds up a fucking marker that has the number 4 on it. Bright orange, Mike McDaniel, bright orange.
Mike was over there vaping on the sideline, bro. Like, hey, Mike was in a whole totally different world. Mike was like, "Oh shit, man." Mike was in a whole different world, man. I was like, bro, like this shit is wild. I've never seen no shit like this, man. It ain't. Y'all came out, man. I gotta admit it, man. Y'all came out after the first 3 drives, man. Dak Prescott played the fucking best game of his fucking life, man.
He played pretty good.
That's the best fucking game I've ever seen Dak play.
He played pretty good.
I can remember.
I give him that. I gotta give the man some respect. What I like most about his game actually was I want to say it was our second touchdown going in, where first on third or second down, he ran an option and he tries to take it in himself there. He doesn't do the pitch, and he goes through some people and tries to go through people, running the ball. And I haven't seen him to try to run through people in a very long time recently since his injury and stuff. So I really like that aggressiveness for him. And it showed that he was like, look, I'm going to put my ass out there. I'm going to put everything on the line, try to win this game. And I needed to see that from Dak. I needed to see that type of stuff from Dak. And then he turns around fourth and goal, but
He's looking good. It was
butt naked bootleg.
slow down, G. It was one of those plays where he looked like he was like running and getting pushed out of bounds, and I think it was the second touchdown, and he threw it to Dalton Schultz, and that was a fucking hell of a throw right there.
I want to say the third or fourth touchdown. I want to say it was.
So that was an impressive game, and we'll probably touch back on it because of Tom Brady. But then you heard the chirping about Baltimore. Huntley fumbled the ball on the goal line, and it was picked up and ran back for 98 yards for the longest return fumble in postseason history. And then after the game, you hear like people chirping, saying we would have won if Lamar was there. You hear Dobbins saying he should have got the ball. And then even before that, we had Michael Vick, who was just like, man, he should throw on a brace and go out there and play because who
comes to the backup of him?
RG3.
Don't do it. I've done this. I've lived this life. My knee, ACL, LCL is never been the same since. And you made the right decision, Lamar. And
posted the picture and everything, man.
Yep. And that's a fact. That's what we've been talking about on here. Like, there's no way Lamar should play right now. If he's not 100% healthy, don't even play. Yeah. One thing I wasn't happy about, I know there's a story to go with it though, but he was sick. So that's why he didn't make it to the game. So he was injured. That's why he didn't play. This was some tweet that him and his team put out or something. He was injured, so that's why he did not play. He was sick, and that's why he did not travel. So he been posting like a motherfucker.
He been posting on IG though. He been posting on IG. So man,
I agree. That was one of my games where I thought the Ravens about to pull that thing out. Like, oh, how you lose the ball on the 1 yard line like that, and that's the game-winning touchdown. That's the game-winning touchdown. You go down there again, and Porsche, Prochet or whatever, their last Hail Mary.
Yeah.
It gets tipped. He's in the back there. He dives, hits his fingertips, and that's the game-time touchdown right there.
Yeah, I mean,
that was big.
Harbaugh said that Huntley was supposed to go low and not go high. That was the play call. And of course, when he went high, he stretched the ball 2 yards out and it got hit. And so, we're going to see what happens with Lamar. Y'all already know what I've been saying about Lamar. Obviously, he might not go to Miami now because Miami is stating that Tua, they want him as their quarterback next year. But, it's the off season. So for those teams, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. But it was a pretty decent weekend, man.
One game we didn't mention, the Giants Vikings as well. Yeah. Giants came out and put it on those Vikings. We talked about the Vikings. I said they were one of my surprise sleeper to maybe go to the Super Bowl if their defense could step it up, and their defense could not step it up.
They played terrible, man.
Kirk Cousins did Kirk Cousins thing on 4th and 8. Let's throw it a 3-yard pass. Let's throw a 3-yard pass check down with the man on him. Like, if he was wide open, it's like, okay, Hawkinson could maybe get those 5 extra yards with nobody in front of him, or there's one person challenge. But this guy was draped on him while he caught this ball. And it was like, what the that was like the Mike McDaniel 4th and inches or whatever. Let's just take a delay of game. Like, what the hell are we doing out there, y'all?
I mean, Kirk Cousins played pretty good the whole game until that play. Like, he was pretty decent. Like, statistic-wise, he was pretty good. He didn't have no turnovers. I think he ran 1 touchdown. But I'm like, man, you got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne. I mean, TJ Hawkinson was having a good game. I think he had 10 catches for like 100 and something yards. But I mean, you can't go. I mean, I could see if it was like what was it, 4th and 8? It was 4th and 8. I could see if it was like 7 yards and you thought Hawkinson could power and get the extra yard. He was 5 yards short.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Like 5 yards short. Like it was no way TJ was gonna get that first down.
He might have been on the same Mike McDaniel thing. Oh, I thought it was third down. I
Man,
got
he
the
damn
wrong
sure
information.
he threw it like he had another down or like he was gonna get another possession. I was like, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta throw it to Justin Jefferson at this point in time. I don't give a fuck if he's double teamed or not, man. That's my best receiver. I'm throwing that. He's got to be Drake for me not to throw it to him. And I think he said I didn't read the post game or hear his post game interview, but I think he said something to the lines of like I guess Justin Jefferson was draped or some shit, and that's why he didn't throw. But what about Thielen? I mean, Thielen is a pretty good second receiver. You just got to throw it past the sticks. I don't care if it was even incomplete. Even if you threw a pick, man, you got to throw it past the sticks. That's just
100%,
unacceptable.
100% with you on that.
Kirk Cousins been in the league too damn long to not to do that shit, man. So, but I mean, I mean,
so out of all those teams that lost, let's see, 1 team, 2 team, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of those 6 teams that lost, half of those offensive coordinators are now fired. The most recent one, Byron Leftwich of Tampa Bay. Ravens offensive coordinator also, I guess, stepped down or got fired. I think he stepped down, walked away, as they say.
He's smart. He know Lamar ain't coming back. Ain't no point of being an offensive coordinator there when Lamar ain't there. I'm stepped down too.
Yep. And Chargers offensive coordinator as well got the boot. So
Brandon Staley should have got the boot with the offensive coordinator, man. Like he should be gone, bro. Like the way that they ended week 18 with Mike Williams getting hurt and then he wasn't available, and then to follow it up with a 27 point blown lead, like
I specifically remember this. It was Saturday night. I look at my phone. I'm like, oh shit, baby, fucking Jacksonville's getting their ass whooped 27-0, and I go to sleep.
Because we were texting in the text group and everything, and it was like Sunshine had thrown 4 picks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit was crazy. Then there's like they scored right before half, and then next thing you know, they were down like 2 possessions, and then man. They fucked that money up.
That was probably one of the craziest games I think for me over the weekend for sure.
Yeah,
hey, we got more football. Football is not over. So we got coming up on Saturday. We got the Jaguars. Woo, Jaguars still in the playoffs at this time.
Don't fucking remind me.
The number 1 Chiefs.
Fucking remind me, man.
We also got.
Yeah, go ahead.
We also got the Giants going against the Eagles on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we got Bengals versus Bills and Cowboys versus the 49ers. Talk to me, Jay. Make your predictions. Let the people know who is advancing out here.
All right, man. So Kansas City and Jacksonville. I know a lot of people. I know Jacksonville is kind of like the Cinderella team. You know, Trevor Lawrence and those boys. They played earlier in the season. Jacksonville lost 27-17. Kansas City's offense was pretty dominant. They damn near had about 500 plus yards. But they did have 3 turnovers, which kept Jacksonville in the game. But I do feel like Kansas City should win this game, kind of similar to the score that it was the last time they played, maybe like a 31-21 type game or some shit like that, 34-24. But I think Kansas City gets this, gets the win. Andy Reid has a pretty good record coming off the bye. Patrick Mahomes and those boys have been in this position before, so I think they get the job done. Jacksonville is also dealing with a few little injuries. I read where Trevor Lawrence was, he had a toe injury, but I think he's been dealing with that for a minute. And Brandon Sheriff is got an injury, an adamant injury, as well as another offensive lineman. So I think Kansas City gets this one. I think the Jags season ends this weekend. Philly and New York. Daniel Jones played a hell of a game against Minnesota. And
he was their leader and rusher.
Yeah.
That's something that Daniel Jones does not get enough credit for. And I talked about this early in the season when we played against them, and we just could not fucking sack that kid, man. Yo, he take off, and obviously he's not slow because offense and NFL defensive players are not catching him that easily.
He's got that sneaky speed.
Yeah. So
but I mean, shout out to Brian Daboll and his crew because they've unlocked that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much he was running with Joe Judge. Like you've seen it here and there, but it's like they truly utilize his legs as a weapon, and it's paying off for him. But he's gonna have to play another game like he just played. They got to get Saquon Barkley going. Of course, these two teams have played. You know, they're in the division, NFC East. You know, the last game, you know, the Giants set their starters, and the Eagles didn't really utilize their game plan. But the first time they played, when the Giants lost 48-22, Saquon only had 9 carries for 23 yards. So you got to get Saquon going. You got to stop the run because Miles Sanders, he had he had like 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I think Philly wins. I think it's going to be a little bit close, you know, closer than what people think it's going to be. I'm interested to see what Jalen Hurts comes out and what he looks like, because, you know, he's coming off the shoulder injury. But I think Philly should get this win. I think the Giants make it tough for Philly, but Philly ends up getting done. Bills and the Bengals. We all know what happened the last time these teams played. So I want to go with Buffalo. I'm interested to see if DeMar Hamlin's going to be at the game, if he's going to be, you know.
Spoiler alert, he is.
He's going to be at the game? Okay.
Probably. That's just my take. I feel like there's no doubt, there's no way he's not going to be at this game. If he's out the hospital, he's at the facility almost every day, he said. So,
okay. Yeah, because I know
he's definitely going to be at the game.
He wasn't at the Miami game. I know he was at home still recovering, so I didn't know if he was going to be at this game. But if he is, I'm going Buffalo. I think, you know, even the last time they started to play, the Bengals looked like they were going to kind of like put it on them, but I'm going Buffalo. But Buffalo got to limit the turnovers. Buffalo has this thing where they get up and then they start bullshitting around, playing with house money, and they let the teams back in.
Josh Allen's good for some turnovers.
Yeah, and that's what let Miami back in the game. I mean, they up 17-0, and all of a sudden the Dolphins got the lead. So, and they got to run the ball. They got to run the ball more, and stop flinging it with Josh Allen. So I'm going with Buffalo. And then for y'all's game, man, which Dak am I gonna get, G? Who am I gonna get? Am I gonna get the Dak that Monday night that just couldn't miss, or am I getting Dak week 18 against the Commanders? Which Dak am I getting, man?
Week 18 Dak is dead. He's dead.
All right, man.
Reborn. Dak-tacular. That's what he call him. Dak-tacular.
Wow, that's what they're calling him. Dak-tacular. Man, I think y'all can beat the 49ers. I think y'all can, but I don't know if y'all will. I think y'all can, though.
I was going to finish your sentence. You think you can't? Can. I know they will. That's how
I don't. Oh, well, you're supposed to say that, right? Because you
I don't get paid to say it. I don't get paid.
Yeah, but you're a fan. You're a fan of that. That's your squad, man.
So you're saying I'm biased. You're saying I'm biased. A little bit, okay. Maybe a little bit.
I mean, you just call Dak Dak-tacular. But I think if y'all can get pressure on Purdy and have him move around and get some pressure on him, and make him uncomfortable, I think it's going to change. It's going to make it a closer game. I think you guys are favored by 4. I think.
Nah, we're not 49ers.
49ers are favored by 4. All right, so that means, I mean, that's even more reason why I think y'all can get an upset. But I just don't know, man. Like, it's gonna be a good game. Y'all played them last year. It's a lot of history
in the same round.
Yeah, a lot of history with both teams. But I don't know, man. I think I'm torn, man. I want to go Purdy because of the storyline, but I think y'all got a chance, man. I think y'all can do it, man. I won't be surprised.
I know we got a chance. I know we got a chance. I know we
y'all
got
got a chance.
I know
Y'all
we
got a
got a
chance,
chance.
but I think y'all can pull an upset off, man. So I'm gonna go with the storyline. I'm going with Purdy though. I'm going with Purdy.
See, I like most of your picks. I like most of your picks. I agree with you. I think the Chiefs win. I would love to see Jacksonville make it a good game. I think.
Oh yeah. Make it a good game.
Betting wise, I think Jacksonville is a good bet with the 8.5 points. I think that's a lot of points, and Chiefs defense is not great, but their playoff defense is better than the regular season always. Yeah, and that's what they're known for. So Mahomes gonna keep doing Mahomes things. I got the Chiefs advancing, winning that one. Giants and Eagles. I think this game's a lot closer than that. Lions talking about it 7.5.
Yeah.
I think this game's a lot closer actually, and we're gonna see Jalen Hurts. We're gonna see if he's actually healthy and stuff because he didn't look that great, but he got another week and a half, 2-week rest, so that can only make things better for him.
That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Is he gonna be rusty coming? Like he came back and against the Giants week 18, and he was kind of rusty. So now you got another week off. So it's like, what is he gonna look like? But yeah, I'm with you.
It's gonna. I think that's gonna be a lot closer game than 7.5 myself. I think the Bengals come out and put it to the Bills like they were gonna do that other Monday night game pretty much. Unless I know the lineman got hurt recent.
Their offensive line. Their offensive line, they got a lot of backups on that line right now.
Yeah, their big starter just got hurt last week, so that's gonna be tough with the Bills.
Was it Collins, the guy from that?
He was hurt already. I want to say it was I think somebody Williams or something with a J name. I want to say, but he got hurt. So if Joe Burrow can stay on his feet, they're gonna win the game. If he's on his back, then they're gonna lose.
Well, him Joe Burrow getting sacked isn't anything new.
Yeah,
right.
It's a new thing. But if he can stay on his feet for more than 3 seconds, it's pretty good Joe Burrow time. And then talking about them boys,
Jonah Williams. Jonah Williams was the offensive lineman from the Bengals.
Yep. Them Cowboys, for all my Cowboys fans, Cowboys Nation out there, we them boys. Y'all know what time it is. We're getting our revenge on them 49ers. He took us out of the same spot last year. It's our time. It's our time to make this run. We ain't been nothing but getting laughed at by everybody else in this country pretty much. For all those haters, I love it. I love it. Keep hating because this is what we're going to do this year. I said it. I felt silently confident last week when I was walking in to watch the game. And I was just like, you know what? I think we about to do the damn thing. Don't get me wrong. I was scared of Brady. I was definitely scared of Brady. Like that was the one guy I did not want to face. And he had all those records against us. And we rewrote his record book on the worst days ever. He ain't never been shut out ever in the first half of a playoffs. Yeah. It's except for his first playoff start in his career. And that might have been his last playoff start as well at that.
And that first playoff game was what? The Tuck rule.
Yep.
The Tuck game.
The Raiders. Yeah. So that was absolutely amazing to hear that. So when I heard that stat, I said, this is payback for that 7-0 win streak you had on us right there. So that was nice. That was nice.
But I mean, I thought when Tom Brady threw that pick, when they were like, "Oh, Tom Brady has never thrown an interception in the red zone," interception
over 400 attempts. Not since 2019, he hasn't thrown a pick in the red zone. And what do we get? Give me that.
I mean, that shit was bad, man. I mean, Tom Brady really looked like he was 45, man. Like,
man, stop saying it's all Tom Brady bad.
No.
I hate that slander.
No, your defense was put him on his back. Played good, but even he was missing throws. Even with like the pass to Mike Evans before the end of the half, like there's nobody around, and he's just making it she's just throwing back. Like, I mean, I thought Tom Brady should have retired back when he won the Super Bowl against Kansas City. I mean, we all know what he went through this season. I mean, he gave up.
He would have still had a wife.
Yeah, he gave up his wife and family to have the worst season in his career and get bounced in the first round. I mean, it's just bad. Like, you know, he played bad, but y'all made him play bad. You know what I mean? So
Go back to the AFC, Tom Brady. Go back to the AFC.
Just go to Fox Sports and go fucking broadcast, Tom Brady.
Take your 500. Take your 500 million. Go broadcast.
Yeah, man. Like, go chill. And I mean, for Byron Leftwich to get fired because of that, I thought it was bullshit, man. You know, but you know, hey, it is what it is, though, man.
Speaking about bullshit. There's this thing called NFL Pro Bowl. So there's a lot of talk that's pretty much a bullshit game.
God damn, G.
I'm just saying, people have not enjoyed watching the Pro Bowl in recent years. That's been the feeling for multiple years, actually. So they're remixing the whole Pro Bowl weekend now. Have you heard about any of this stuff yet?
I just know it's fucking flag football.
Okay. There's a lot more entangled with this whole Pro Bowl weekend.
Oh boy. I noticed they got the skills. They got the skills shot. Okay, let me let you go down the list.
I'm going down the list here. First thing up on Thursday, dodgeball. That's fun. That's entertainment. I like that. The dodgeball. Next thing, they got this thing called the lightning round. This is new this year. Each conference will select 16 players to compete in a 3-part elimination challenge that will leave one player left at the end to earn 3 points for his conference. They have something called a splash catch. We'll toss water balloons back and forth. So it sounds like a 6-year-old's birthday party here. Sounds like a 6-year-old's birthday party, but they're going to toss water balloons back and forth with increasing distances.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
That's pretty funny, right?
What?
The next one is called high stakes, where advancing players will attempt to catch punts from the jugs machine to earn a place representing their conference in the final round of the competition. Final round of the lightning round. Thrill of the spill is called. The remaining players each will aim at targets attached to a bucket hanging above the head of an opposing conference's coach. The first team to dump the bucket on the opposing coach wins and earns 3 points for the conference.
You gotta get Belichick out there. You gotta get Belichick out there, man.
Oh my gosh. Next, we got more events here. This is still on Thursday. We got a longest drive contest. So 4 players from each conference is going to hit golf balls to see who can hit it the farthest. This could be entertaining. Then we got precision passing, EA Sports Madden style. Each conference gets 2 quarterbacks and 1 non-quarterback. We'll battle it out in 1-minute accuracy competition where the targets attached to robotic dummies. This is like back in the day, John, where he had golf
the skills. I like this one. Okay.
Then they have the best catch competition. Last year they had some pretty fun. They had some fun with this. I think Trayvon Diggs might have won this one maybe last year. I think.
I couldn't tell you because I didn't even. Yeah. I just remember that Mike Parsons and Cheetah raced. That's the only thing I can remember from. I don't know. Was that last year?
That was last year.
Yeah. Yep. And Parsons won, but yeah.
So it's still not over yet. We have more events. More events.
Jesus Christ.
On Sunday, Gridiron Gauntlet. It's a side-by-side relay race showcasing strength, speed, and agility. So it's going to be a gauntlet. So different things happening. Breakaway walls, climbing over walls, under tables, running with a tire, sled blocking. Then
that's not bad. I'm interested in that.
They got something called Move the Chains, where 4 teams, 2 people from each conference, will be trying to move a wall that will showcase their strength, 10 yards. I don't know how big this wall is or what, but that's what it's going to be. And the last one, got to get the kickers involved, I guess. It's called Kick-Tack-Toe. Kick-Tack-Toe. So they're going to punt and try to do tic-tac-toe to have a winner for the punters and stuff.
Well,
So, and then of course they have the flag football game somewhere along these lines or something.
I was about to say, damn. I mean, that's shit. That's exhausting right there. I mean, I guess what they're in Orlando now. They're not in Hawaii anymore, are they?
They're actually going to be in Vegas.
in Vegas this year.
They're
Okay.
doing this in Vegas.
Yeah.
So that should be
I mean,
interesting.
I mean, I guess they got something for everybody to participate in. We're just kind of used to be like the skills challenge and things like that. I mean, I guess you got to try stuff that's going to stick and see what works. But I mean, I probably just watch the gauntlet shit and the accuracy thing you were talking about. Those are probably only two. I mean, my son, I mean, he might be into the water balloon catch shit and all that other dog. I'm good, man. I mean, even the flag football game, I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, like we really came from like this is where we at now with the Pro Bowl. Like it's flag football. Like it's just, I mean, I guess it's the change in time. I mean, the kickers, and I was gonna speak to you because your kicker missed 4 extra points. So
shit.
I was gonna ask you, you know, if it came down to the kick, do you trust him to make the kick?
See, I wasn't trying to talk about it because I didn't want to put a bad jinx on my man and keep his.
Nah, we gonna talk about his
going.
ass, and then see if he can get in the kick tat. What did you call it? Kick tat toe shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
kick tack toe. Oh my god, yo, he would lose that game every fucking time the way he's been kicking. That's embarrassing. He ain't nobody done that since like 19. Probably it was like the opening of the NFL, pretty much 1930
damn.
something. And
all of them things.
All those games, it was like something stupid, like 16,000 games, I think, or something. 23,000. I don't even know.
Man,
but out of all those games, has nobody missed 4 extra points in a row. And that's what he did. Jae Jones had some tweet. I don't know if it was a real one or fake one. I don't know,
fake.
but yeah,
I
like,
yo,
it was like, yo, somebody come down to the field. We'll give you a jersey if you can kick a fucking ball through the post.
Nah,
and,
man.
Know, I could have missed all those kicks. Shit.
I mean, shit. I mean, but I will say I did see a clip where CD Lamb kind of like caught him on the bench and was like, you know, we still believe in you. You know, gave him the positive spill and this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, Dak was on the fucking like, why the fuck are we kicking? Why are we not going for 2? Like,
yo, I definitely love the screenshots. He wasn't the only person who was like, what the fuck? Like, you saw that multiple times from multiple different people on each kick, and it kept getting worse and worse. But to your saying also, even though y'all got caught on camera saying what the fuck like all that time, they all still went up to him was like, yo, you got this. Yeah. So that's
I mean, you got to, but I mean, but yeah, that shit was wild. You know, I meant to ask you that to see how you felt about your kicker if it came down to a field goal kick. But Pro Bowl, man, I mean, I have no words for it anymore, man. It's for the younger kids, man. It's for them. You know, maybe, you know, I don't have no words for it, man. I guess nobody will get hurt because it's flag football. You know, I guess the events, they'll figure out what works and keep going with that. But I ain't got no words. I'll probably catch a little bit of it just to kind of see what it is and see what it looks like. And that's it, man. My man G potting in the dark over there.
Hey, I got the TV on, but the baby's asleep, so I'm trying to keep it that way. Keep it that way. The TV's on the dark screen right now, so. But hey, before we move on, finish it off. What any bets for the weekend? Any bets for this weekend? What's your bets for the weekend? Give us some.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
Oof.
I don't really know, man. It's questionable, man. I definitely think I'm gonna go. I don't know if the Chiefs are gonna cover that spread against Jacksonville. Kansas City, recently they haven't really been covering. I don't believe, but I would take probably Jacksonville with the points. If I'm gonna do an upset, I'm gonna go with your Cowboys with that upset.
Okay. So yeah, you know one of my
If I was going with an upset, but I mean, I kind of still feel like the 49ers a win. But if I had to pick an upset pick, it would be the Cowboys.
Okay. I like it. My best this weekend. I'm gonna throw one out there. Daniel Jones anytime touchdown. That's a plus 230. So that's double your money right there. So that's not bad.
Oh yeah, you got
For all those guys out there that like touchdown bets. Another one I like is obviously my Cowboys. 3.5 points they're giving us right now. Was it 4? So you should have took it yesterday if you listen to this. Should have took it on Wednesday actually if you listen to this now. And then I like the Bengals plus 5.5 as well. So those are my bets right there for the parlay action. So
That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know, man.
Hopefully we gonna make y'all some money this weekend, So
I'm trying to see. I'm looking at a parlay. I'm looking at I might do this Trevor Lawrence. Nah, I think I'm gonna do. I don't know. They got Patrick Mahomes to throw 320 and 3 touchdowns, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. But yeah, go ahead. I was looking at some parlay bets right now.
Oh, you good. So I got to somehow get this light on over here. So let me get.
I think I would go. I think I'll go Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts each to score 1+ touchdown.
Right.
I'll go with that one. I think you just said it, but I'm gonna add Jalen Hurts on there as well.
Good stuff. Anything to make money is a good thing. So I had to get the light on me here. I had to turn the camera light on. If you don't know, we had a podcast league for all our listeners out there. For anybody who wanted to participate, we put it out there. For anybody that want to join, we gave y'all the open arms. We got y'all in the league. It's 12-person league this year. We're gonna see if we can keep it a 12-person league next year. One person getting kicked out for sure. Last place. They're getting the boot.
Is that the rule for next year too?
That's 100% rule. We got to get new listeners in there. We got to get new listeners. It might honestly, once we actually get more listeners out there, we're gonna be kicking a lot more people out. I feel like.
Oh my God.
We got to keep the rotation going. Get everybody a chance to participate.
That means we got to make sure we gotta up our game, man, because we flamed out. We got lucky this year. We got to up our game.
It was close. But hey, neither one of us came in last place. That's for sure. We didn't come second to last place either.
That's for sure too.
You got somebody out there, Soul Man. If you're listening, he came in last place in our division. I gotta throw him under the bus a little bit. Gotta throw him under the bus somewhat.
Oh shit!
If you don't follow us on Facebook group, you don't follow me on Twitter, then you might not have seen what the champ of our league will be getting.
Oh, it went dark.
He belt there. Oh, that you can see that pretty good right there. You can see that pretty good. If you can't see the closeness, that is a Henny Privilege bottle in our caveman's hand. That's a Henny Privilege. VSOP, baby. Holla at
VSOP.
I can't wait to pick up the belt this weekend.
This is going straight to the winner, Miss Shantae from
Hey
Facts Podcast on 613 Faye Productions.
Wait.
The 613 Faye logo out there on the belt.
Wait. I thought we had it rigged.
Yeah, we damn.
Sorry.
G was the commissioner, so I'm gonna let him answer all questions.
I thought it was rigged for me to win.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
You got to be good at sports and stuff.
I was better than both of y'all. Shut up.
Oh man. We gotta figure out how we're gonna do our drafts next year, man. Maybe we could do a live draft or when I say live in-person draft for the most part. If we'll see. I don't know. We'll try to figure something out.
But hey, for all those people listening, we'll be out there again. So make sure you get on the Facebook group on the ManCave Sports Podcast. You can find that in the YouTube comment section, the details section. Find the link to us on Facebook. Check us out, 613 Productions on Facebook. on YouTube, on Google, on Spotify, on Apple. Hit subscribe, make a comment. This started season 3. I'm gonna make a contest. I'm gonna have some type of autograph, something, some memorabilia, something. Anybody that makes a comment on our YouTube or our Apple joint, you're gonna be in the running for some type of something. Because we need some type of interaction, damn it. We're pretty good at this shit, I think.
And I mean, yeah, we appreciate y'all interacting on the Facebook page. It's definitely a lot of interaction. We just, want our listeners also to tell us what you want to hear. 5 stars. We just want to hear from you all. What you like, what you don't like. If you like the episode, and just want to hear from y'all. That's all. But that's dope. I like that, G. I like that.
Follow me at G Money Caveman on Twitter. Blue check. Tell me where to find you, Jay.
Jae Jones on all social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, IG, and TikTok. Like G said, man, hit us on the ManCave Sports podcast group and Facebook. Yeah, don't get too comfortable with that though.
Man.
Hit us on on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Hit us up, drop a comment, hit the 5 stars. Also, before we cut off, man, I just want to shout out to Maya Moore. She just retired from Minnesota Lynx. Had a hell of a career with the Lynx. 4-time WNBA champion, 2013 MVP final, 2014 WNBA MVP, 5-time WNBA first team, and 2011 WNBA Rookie of the Year. Shout out to her. She had a record of 563 and 95 between her high school, college, and pro career. Winners win. Winners win. Yes. And if you don't know, she moved on from the WNBA to pursue, criminal justice and things like that. So shout out to her, Mia Moore, man. Shout out to her.
Yes, sir. And also, hey, I want to give a shout out to TrophySmack.com. That's where we got our belt from.
Hey,
custom make them things. They got rings. They got everything over that joint. Trophies, rings, belts, you name it. We design it. We make it happen out here. Hey,
I'm getting
personal
that shit
design
next year.
man right here.
Gee, yeah, I'm getting that motherfucker next year. Just FYI, I'm getting that shit.
Hey,
and
good listening, y'all. Hopefully, y'all listen to this whole way through.
Yes, sir. Peace out.